Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The WunderkindShow. Today's second topic, Zay Flowers is officially signed. That comes with a lot of good news. Everybody already knows, before training camp, you want all of your rookies to be pretty much signed, taken care of, especially with them doing off the field work, because Lamar had already said they're going to be meeting up, Miami, working, building a rapport with each other. But I'm going to read what his contract, because this is an amazing contract. So it's right here. It says, first round draft pick Zay Flowers is signing a fully guaranteed contract, 4 years, $14 million. The deal was negotiated by agents Zach Hiller, Eric Dunn, and Mac List. So congratulations to that brother. We already know taxes, agent fees, and everything else is going to come out of that money. But he's going to get all of it. He gets all of it. And that's something I'm always happy for the players earning. I always tell this, people will get mad, like, oh, it's just a game. It's like, to train your body the way that these guys train their body, you have to eat right, heal up right, go to the games, perform right. It's not just you have to be elite on so many different levels to even have a chance to earn that type of money. So I have nothing but respect, and I have happiness for him. I think he comes from a family of like 13 children. And, when you, as a father, I'm speaking from a father's perspective. When I'm looking at it like, man, if my kids can, get to a certain place where they can not only take care of themselves, but that they'll be good for years, for probably the rest of their life monetarily. You know what I mean? It just puts you at ease as a parent. So, congratulations, Zay. And congratulations to the Raiders for getting it done. I'll say this, though. It's time to get to work. Zay Flowers, listen, when he came out, everybody was beating me over the head about this young man. They was like, oh, I'm telling you, man, he's Antonio Brown 2.0. He's Steve Smith Sr. 2.0. Like, he got it all. He could do it all. And there's none of the attitude and none of the off-field issues. So, I'm hoping that he could turn into that. I'm really, really, because everybody, listen, I always state, even if I'm wrong, I always remind people where I stood. So they can never be like I'm switching. I don't like people that, switch over, jump ship and stuff like that. If you say something, stick to it. If you're proven wrong, you're proven wrong in it. You know what I mean? And you take the loss like a man. But I wanted Tank Dell. I truly did. I think that Tank Dell has the ability to win Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year this upcoming season. I think he's going to put up over 1,000 yards receiving. I truly do. A lot of people said I was crazy thinking that. I just got a hunch. But Zay Flowers so far has looked everything as advertised, and I'm hoping that he becomes the player that he wants to be, that these other fans told me he will be, that the organization is hoping that he becomes. Because you have to understand something. If he even, I always look at everything in percentages. Let's say he's not AB. He's 80% of AB. Prime AB, 80% of that, I'll take it. 80% of prime Steve Smith, I'll take it. Like, this is a no-brainer. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy that this young man was able to get that done. Now it's all work. We all know what it is. Off-season is going to be officially here, but it's off-season done for the football players. They're going to be training, getting their bodies prepared for the grueling training camps. The 2-a-days, whatever, 3-a-days that some of these training camps be doing and stuff like that. And hopefully they can get through it, get ready for it. I'm stoked for this year. I get it, because from my perspective, I started a platform. I'm building a media company So from my perspective, it's like, yo, this upcoming year is going to be yay. Because by that time, I would be 1 year in. You know what I mean? So it's exciting for me that way. But also being able to see from where we were coming from to where we'll be. That in and within itself is one of the most pristine things that I'm looking forward to witness. Because last year, there were so many, stuff to deal with. Lamar still wasn't signed. You know what I mean? They traded away Hollywood Brown. Ronnie Stanley was coming off an injury. There was Roquan wasn't here. Marcus Peters was coming off an injury. You know what I'm saying? It was just so many things that was going on. And now we're so far from that. I'm just in a very happy place. The only thing I want to make sure is that everybody gets healed up. I want to make sure that I keep saying this. That's the biggest thing that I'm worried about, is making that everybody gets healed up, patched up, 100% for this upcoming year. You're hearing about the Bateman stuff, and hopefully that Lisfranc injury. Lisfranc injury is not easy to come back from. It is not at all. Imagine your heel / bottom of the foot on the curve hurting every time you even put pressure on it. Most people, when they get a slight headache, take 3 ibuprofen and try to go to sleep. Imagine you having to work and put pressure on that body part for how many weeks of an NFL season while cutting, diving, ducking, dodging. Hey, yo, running at top speed, deaccelerating as fast as possible. So, I'm just hoping for the best for this year. I really am. But when it comes to these players, like I always say, I hope they have security. I think, listen, as fans, I think that's one of the biggest problems I have with fans. You know what I mean? Overall, it's like fans get mad at the success or what players earn. And I'm like, hey, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, if I told you you have 5 to 10 years to make all the money you can make, and when you're done, you're done. There isn't, I go to another company, I can pick up a job somewhere else. There is no, I can always go back. You know what I mean? No. Finish. And it's not like it's when they're old. A lot of these athletes finish their careers at 30 years old. 30 is not old. 30 is not run-of-the-mill. You're still young. That's where most of these guys, hey, man, I'm retiring, man. I've been doing this since I was 20 years old. So I guess it's the optimistic part of me. Always hoping, that these guys can earn enough, they can live comfortably, because they're putting their body through HEW hockey sticks to play this game at the highest level. You got to understand the getting yourself ready. And I keep trying to tell people this before I close. Football is not a physical or what's it called? A contact sport. People get that so twisted. That's what I was looking for. Football is not a contact sport. Everyone's going to be like, Nitro, you're crazy. Yes, it is. No, it is not. Football is a collision sport. You understand that your body is going through multiple car crashes within a game. And you have to somehow remain lucid. You have to remain totally on your toes. You have to be physically available to keep doing it and keep producing after those car accident level hits. And let me tell you something right now. That is not easy, and it's not something. Think about it. You have people that get rear-ended, and they be in the hospital like, yo, man, I'm dizzy, bro. I can't even think properly right now, bro. It was so sudden, bro. I'm just dizzy. So, yeah, I want them to get paid. I want them to make enough money that they can enjoy their hard work, enjoy it with their families. If that's me being foolish, then a fool I shall be on that thought, on that statement, on that ideal. Because let's be real, bro. Like, I keep trying to tell people there's only so much amount of time that you have. And they have to make the most. Their careers are compressed. Where some of us, I know they're like, oh, well, I have to work for the rest of my life. A lot of times you don't have to if you invest and then you have retirements and everything else. So, I'm just hoping for the best for these young men. But shout outs to Zay Flowers for getting this done. Congratulations, you are a Raven. And now let's get to business. I am stoked. Let's see what this does, and let's see what next year yields. Because, hey, tell me down in the comment section, are you happy that he got the contract? And who do you think he'll resemble most? Antonio Brown or Steve Smith Sr.? Or maybe even somebody different. Who knows? But, hey, that's all there was for it. But that's another episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. We have fun and we talk our stuff, but everything we talk about is rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please remember, like, subscribe to that notification bell, and leave a comment. Love the comments. Just be respectful when you're down there, and we got no problems. And if you would like to donate, contribute to the channel, you have 2 ways of doing so. You can either donate through a CashApp, or you can become a Patreon subscriber. Patreon is $5 a month. And for the donations, you can find it in the description of every video that we do. And the name of the Cash App for the donations is $The Wunderkind Show. So once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. The show is Nitro signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.